This is Nosey with Good Intentions, the podcast.
In every nook and cranny.
This is Michael.
And Kirk. Guiding your noses today.
That worked! Oh, Lord. All right. Good afternoon, sir.
Grand rising. Grand afternoon.
Oh, Lord. All right, sir.
I do love the grand rising.
Do you?
I don't know why that's so funny to me. I'm like, is that really a thing? Is it?
Yeah, people think it's smooth. I think it's pretty corny, but that's just me. I appreciate the thought.
See, my problem would be if somebody sent me grand rising, I'd be like, are you hard? Is that what you're trying to communicate to me?
That's pillow talk.
I think I might start that with only grand rising.
I'm ready.
That'll be my code word, my code phrase.
You're yelling from the bedroom, grand rising, zing, 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 zing.
She's up.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What's on your mind?
All right, so today, I want to know, why are women not fun?
Oh, we're going there. Camera one.
Pray for us.
So we've done, okay, let's just give a little.
Okay.
We've done this episode.
Yes, we have.
And then somehow it got lost in the ether.
Probably my fault.
I wasn't pointing any fingers.
Just some elbows.
I just mentally, camera one, we were daggering over there. So we've done this topic.
Yes, sir.
I've forgotten most of it. I think it's about that time.
Yeah. I remember how it ended.
I have no idea.
Oh,
I would imagine like probably within the course of us talking about it,
it'll start
things will pop back up. But I think it's been like 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Like it's been a while.
Yeah.
So why do you think women aren't fun?
Okay. I guess women aren't fun because, for one, most of the time they don't like the same stuff that we like, most men.
All right, before we hop in here, let's back up for a second.
Yes, sir.
Okay, where did this topic for us come from?
Initially?
Yeah, do you remember?
I have no idea.
I think it was the Raptresses.
Was it?
I think so, because they're very... So there's this song.
You and your song?
There's this new song. Now, this is a song that I've discovered. I don't know how old it is, but I've discovered it since we recorded.
Okay.
So this would have not been a part of that episode at all.
Okay.
So there's this song. It's Moneybag Yo.
Okay. I know some of his music.
And it's he's got the City Girls in it.
Okay. Your favorite?
Period. Well, so anyway, there's Moneybag Yo.
Okay.
Another male.
Okay.
I can't, my brain's not there yet. And then the City Girls, which is two girls. JT and Miami.
Yeah, I do know them.
But if you listen to I love the song. Okay. First of all,
how's it go?
It's one of those hi hater, bye hater songs.
Okay.
I can't think of any of the words right now off the top of my head. But anyway, so if you listen to the guys' verses, there's some humor to it.
Okay.
And then the girls' verses are like hard and there's like no humor. And it's
all
like
gangster.
Yeah. It's F-bombs and period this and period that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very like.
Is it braggadocious?
Well, it's very like tough talk.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where I feel like the guys' part, and maybe this is part of why a lot of people think women aren't fun. It may be my perspective. It just may be me as a listener when I hear the female voices, even though they're my favorite verses of the song. They're very like serious and hard and, I'm not hearing that. I'm not doing this. Yeah. You can't do that. It's very no. Where the guys' verses are like, we're going to do this.
Right.
It's sort of that dynamic, which I don't know if maybe they did that on purpose. Maybe it's an artistic choice. I don't know.
Okay.
But I think sometimes it's sort of like Kevin Hart had that joke about beep, beep, backspace, not my baby.
Yes.
Like when we talk about work, 99% of the time, we're laughing 3 seconds in.
Yeah. It's this just at work.
Correct. Even though we're complaining about work,
we're still laughing.
We're laughing.
Yeah.
Whereas when a female downloads her day, it's very like, and Sarah Beth, and you know, she looked at me with a side eye, and then she huffed when I walked by, and I know she didn't say good morning to me on purpose. I know how she feels. You don't know anything about Sarah Ann
whatsoever.
You're just making up a story about her, which is why I love Brene Brown. But
who?
Brene Brown. She did she's big. She's big in the social work world and mental health, and her big thing is like, instead of looking at a person and concocting what you think that they're thinking, just ask. Yeah. Just ask them. Makes a big difference.
It does.
And it does. It makes a huge difference. But anyway, but you know, when women typically, quote, download their day, it's very like draining.
Yes.
The day was just exhausting for Sarah Ann. You know what I mean?
And usually both people work, so I probably had a shitty day also.
But you're not allowed to because you're male.
Yes.
You got to hold the family together.
I don't download what happened at work. It was all right.
You wait until we start walking out loud.
You ready to go walk out? Yes, I am. And then we talk about it.
But I don't know if women aren't allowed to be fun, or if it's like I don't know. It's weird because I think with guys, we're not allowed to be anything but happy and angry.
We have a very limited spectrum of emotions. It's
right. Where women get to go through all of them.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why. Maybe it just maybe we have to laugh quicker than they do. Maybe? What do you think?
I think some of it is, it might be that, but I think some of it is they don't like the shit that we like to do. And so, like,
why don't you give me an example?
I like to go to sporting
events. Here on the Personal Podcast.
Yes, absolutely. I like to go to sporting events.
Okay.
And there are women in the stands, obviously, in the arenas. But for example,
do you think they're forced to be there?
I think they do it because he wants to go.
Okay.
Now, there are female fans that actually really watch football.
I don't know. Do you think do you think that there is any motive behind them being
they like that
girls?
guy, or they want to be the the fun girlfriend or wife.
I get along better with men.
Yes. And that there are women who do, but that probably out of every 50 to 100,
I think all women get better. Okay, here's the thing. This is what I love about. I get along better with men. Is baby cakes. That's all women, because you're so mean to each other. But you know what I'm saying. Yeah. But it's a dynamic of suppression and oppression and blah blah blah. Decades and decades, millennia. I mean, women were property up until like, I don't know,
last week,
60s, 50s, 50s. Right. When was women suffragists? 50s.
I don't know.
Suffragettes. I love that name. Anyway, so, but I think, taking into consideration the oppression and property and all that stuff, I wonder, like, of course you get along better with men because you're so mean to each other. And you assume that Becky Ann hates you, even though Becky Ann just had a crap day and you're her favorite person in the world. But you don't see that because Becky Ann didn't say, you're my favorite person in the world. You're my favorite person in the world enough times today. So you're now downtrodden.
Right.
I don't know. What do you think?
I think that, but then at the same time, like I say, I think just like a man, or at least I ain't trying to go see no opera or what we would label traditionally as a woman's type of thing to go do. Like the ballet and the movies is probably equal.
But I think I would enjoy the ballet more if I had a better idea of what,
like how to watch it.
How to watch it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the perfect.
Because I do know it's a story. It's not just people prancing around.
It's insanely athletic
as a motherfucker. Yeah.
I mean, probably one of the most athletic things, like gymnastics, ballet. Like those are insanely athletic.
It's
things.
not just prancing and twerking.
Right. Maybe a little twerk or two. But it's, I just don't know if I know how to watch it and how does that, like I used to, Chocolate Swirl was a music major. Okay, and so I would go to their stuff and they had like different musicals and operas that they would put on at the school. And I went to one that was based on Japanese culture. I forgot the name of it. Anyway, I was entertained, but then when Chocolate Swirl was like, so tell me like details about what you liked, I was like, well, they sang pretty.
Yeah. You're like, I don't know what happened. Yeah.
Everybody walked around the stage. Nobody fell.
Right. Whereas
you know what I mean?
Was like, did you see they did X, Y, and Z? And the color represented.
They went from C- to C+. Like, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Did you hear when they went to the minor scale? And I'm like, Not really.
Yeah, I know music.
I don't know
but
how
I know
to-
the engineering side. I don't know that side of it.
Yeah.
I know the boards of it. I don't know the scales and the minors and the majors.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't even think C- and C+ are a real thing.
C+ is not, but no, there's no. It's C sharp and C flat.
There we go.
Flats
there we
and
go.
sharps.
I knew it was something.
I got you.
Number one. Yeah. Okay, so back to women. Boy, we can derail in a heartbeat, can't we?
But I guess. But again, I think guys will go on dates with women, and we invite them to go do shit they want to do because we're trying to impress them.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Do you take yourself back in the day whenever you were asking people on dates? That could have been last week, wherever. Whenever it was. Whenever it was.
Okay.
Did you say, what do you want to do?
No, I usually would make assumptions in my mind.
Okay.
Which is my fault.
Well, so that brings up that brings up this dynamic of you're saying I would take them out where they wanted to go. But you didn't ask them.
No. Which is completely my fault.
Correct.
Yeah.
So do you think maybe she would have been more fun?
I don't know, because they seem to have a ball, or at least they pretend. But I think when you go on a date, you can also have a good time, even if it's not something you like to do. If it's a conversational setting, not necessarily dinner, and I can't think of any examples right now. But if you take a girl on a date that you think she wants to do, but if you have good conversation, I think that will compensate for it being some shit I don't want to do.
Okay.
Sometimes. But then at the same time, I think you could go on a date and take a woman and assume it's something she wants to do and then have a really crappy time. Or it could still be a good, like the ballet. That's not really a conversational thing. You know what I mean?
Because you got to sit and be respectful and quiet.
And watch. Yeah. So you're in each other's presence, but you're not.
You could hold hands. You know I love a good hand holding.
You need a transference of energy.
I think so.
On a first date though, you might not.
But like to me, like holding your hand. Maybe I'm probably reading too much into it, but for me, it's like you're here. I'm glad you're here. I want to be in contact with you.
Well, physical touch is always typically a good sign.
Yeah,
but it might be like, don't get up and leave.
Or that scene.
What?
That scene in Scream where they're at the movie.
Which one?
And the boy goes to the bathroom, and when it comes back,
you know
it's the
those
killer.
Two people are.
Okay, I know one is Jada.
And then the other
she
one.
dies.
Yeah.
It was.
Yes, Lord. And then, why am I not Morris Chestnut, not Taye Diggs? I got to go through my Rolodex of black actors. He was in Love and Basketball.
Gosh.
What is his fucking name? Omar
Epps.
There you go. I just had to go through the Rolodex real quick.
Uh-huh.
They kind of all play the same types of roles.
Well, Mekhi Phifer is the one you forgot. Omar Epps, Mekhi Phifer.
Yeah. Morris Chestnut, Taye Diggs.
No, I know Morris.
I'm not saying what they look like. I'm saying
ladies. We know Morris Chestnut, don't we, ladies?
Do you?
Camera one, ladies. No.
Yeah, but it's Omar Epps. In that particular
Omar
movie.
Epps and Mekhi Phifer
play the
they usually are.
typecast.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure. Whatever the word is. It's typecast.
No, Mekhi Phifer had a nice run though for a while. He was in O. He was in.
Oh my God, O was so
that's
good.
Really good.
I have it. I have the DVD.
Oh, okay, cool.
I have a lot of DVDs.
Do you?
And growing. 10 million strong and growing.
You're horrible.
Well, okay. So anyway, ladies.
A good Morris.
I had to fix his Morris Chestnut.
He's not in that Rolodex.
No.
He stands alone.
He stands alone. Fully stands alone. So it's sort of like that scene where they're at the movies and he gets up to go to the bathroom and then the killer sits down and stabs her in the stomach.
I just watched that the other day.
I love that you cheered her death.
Well, I think everybody knows how I feel about that. But anyway.
Can we derail for a second?
Yeah.
Do you think that she's just being petty?
No, I think she's overestimated she's overestimated her idea of how her level of celebrity. She's not on the same level of celebrity as her peers.
All right. Let me ask you this too.
Okay.
They're Scientologists.
So?
Her and Willie.
Yeah, so?
Do you think that has anything to do with it?
Nah.
Like she's lost her mind?
I mean, she probably lost her mind a while ago.
I just wondered.
But she had a nice run.
But people
also
like
back in the
her.
day.
People like her. Red table talk.
Yeah.
People like that.
Okay, I'll give you this.
Seems.
What are her big box office movies that she's the lead? She's in the
last thing that I remember.
Okay.
Was it Waiting to Exhale?
No, that's Nia Long. Not Whitney Long. Lord, that's Whitney Houston and why am I tripping? Angela Bassett. I love fire.
Her.
She fine and she is great, phenomenal.
But I think she's one of those underestimated people.
Yeah, she's supposed to have been had Oscars.
Oh my God. I love her in
Everything.
Most recently, American Horror Story is what I've seen her in.
I've heard about it. I've heard she's killing it.
She's so
Isn't
good.
she one of the producers? I think not in the beginning.
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
But she,
phenomenal
my God.
actor.
Well, they all are.
Yeah.
Ryan Murphy, that whole team, like they really picked a solid group.
Mm-hmm. But besides Set It Off and her being part of the last two Matrixes,
it was her. She was
her,
one of four
Queen
women.
Queen
Latifah. Was that Set It Off?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
her,
the one I was
Queen
thinking
Latifah.
of.
I can never remember the other girl, but she's from John Q with Denzel. He had to get a heart for their son.
I don't think I've seen that.
It's a really great movie.
John Q. If it's in the $5 bin, we'll snatch it up.
Probably now it is. It's a tad bit older. Okay. And then
just a tad.
Fourth one, Viva K Fox. I don't remember her name, but I know she's from John Q and a few other things. But outside of Set It Off,
just say really quickly.
What's that?
Vivica.
Finer than a motherfucker.
She's more beautiful. I mean, she was already stunning.
She's getting a little stint where she had done some shit to her face and it threw it off, but she's bouncing back.
Okay, she's fixed it because she is
now she's back looking good. Yeah.
More beautiful. She's equally as beautiful as she was 30, 40 years ago, but or maybe even better.
She was in Independence Day.
In a good way.
She played Will's girlfriend.
I haven't seen that one.
You never seen Independence Day? The first one, not the remake.
No.
Oh, okay. But
I knew the song.
Fair enough. But if you think about it though, for Jada.
That was the wrong one anyway. Never mind.
But for Jada, if you outside of Set It Off and being in the second and third Matrix, what real roles has she had that are the equivalent of Angela Bassett's roles? Or
none. I don't think she's had
That's what I'm saying.
Well, but okay. Anyway, so that's a whole nother topic.
All right, we'll talk about it.
Well, I mean, okay. So going back to the women aren't fun.
Yes. She don't seem like
she
she's
doesn't
fun.
seem any fun
at all.
At all. Like her characters are never fun. She's always really serious. Like, girl, break up with homeboy and go with Morpheus. Like, how is this a hard concept?
You want to stick around, just stick in the mud, or holler at your boy Morpheus?
Right.
Just roll.
I mean, he's saving the world out here with Neo. Like, girl, you're on the wrong team, hon. You know what I'm saying?
Over here.
Oh my God. Bless it. But even her characters aren't fun. Like, part of me, I was like,
even
like she complained the whole movie.
Yeah.
And then she died. And I was like, okay. And I like her. You know what I mean? I have nothing against her.
I can take it or leave it.
She's never harmed me. I don't have nothing against her. But she doesn't seem fun at all. Her red table talks don't seem fun at all. The View doesn't seem fun. Like sometimes they bicker and I'm like, get it, girl.
Is that the one with Whoopi or not
Goldberg.
Whoopi?
When
Whoopi
is shady.
Ass. Hell
oh my God. That's the best part of the View.
Yeah.
If Whoopi leaves, they might as well just cancel that show.
Because that's the one that had Whoopi and the British lady Sharon
Osbourne. No. That's Sharon Osbourne is
what the hell? They're all called the something. Not literally, but you know what I'm talking about. It's the same premise.
Same thing. And Sharon Osbourne did do a stint on The View before she got on the other show.
But didn't she get into it with somebody on like a real bad get into it and she left? Maybe not The View, but whatever show
Sharon?
she was on. Yeah. No? Or was it that other white lady with the blonde hair? She like walked off.
Elizabeth Hasselbeck.
Is that who that was?
Yeah, she needed to leave.
What happened exactly?
Her and Rosie O'Donnell.
Okay, what happened exactly?
Because she's an idiot.
Well,
I mean, no offense, girl. Camera One, if you ever see this.
Though?
Well, they got into this back and forth. It's sort of this
I know
thing
it didn't happen
of
last week.
It's sort of this thing of Rosie was extremely educated in the topic that they were talking about. Right. And instead of Elizabeth listening and then forming her own opinion, essentially she just sort of like snipped at Rosie, like what Rosie was trying to like give a little explanation so the viewers, people could make their own decision.
Right, because you have an audience.
And so Elizabeth was just like snipping back and back. It's like, it's sort of that thing when you realize like neither neither person is listening to the other, or it was like Rosie was like, I haven't finished. Like you're shitting on a statement that I haven't even finished yet. You don't know what I'm going to say because you genuinely won't let me finish my sentence.
So it would be like, hey, you want to go eat at? And you cut me off and go, I don't eat there before I even tell you the restaurant.
And you have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no clue where we're going to eat.
Right.
But nope. I hate that place. I hate that place. It's the worst place ever.
And I'm like, I haven't said the place.
And you're like, I haven't said it out loud yet.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. It's that. Okay. It was really that. And
I knew she fell into, what was
the
me?
thing was,
some shit.
The story behind the scenes is she may or may not have gotten fired. But she turned it into, I left and the victim.
Well, I'm sure Rosie didn't get fired.
Okay, can we talk about victimhood really quickly?
Okay.
I think this is where it comes down for women oftentimes.
Okay.
There's this need to be the victim in every situation that they're in. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know if it's taught or if it's fed. I don't know. I don't know, but a lot, not all women. I mean, I'm making like general statements, but I don't mean like every single female that's ever existed.
Right.
But a majority, there seems to be this like, I've been done wrong.
Okay.
You know, when I download my Workday, like me and you will be walking around and I'm like, I botched that call. That was awful. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I'm glad that I had an opportunity to fix it right at the very end because I really blew that call. Women, never. They were yelling at me and the person was just talking loud and I just didn't know what I was going to do. And I just got really emotional all of a sudden. And I'm like, girl, you messed the call up. That's your fault. How is that okay for me to be like, I messed that one up. Let me try to fix that real quick. And you're like, I'm the victim. It's me. They're coming after me. Nobody knows you. You're a number. Yeah, not even a name.
Your name at all.
Not even your name, yet you're the victim somehow.
You're just number blah, blah, blah.
Baby
blah.
cakes. You see that over there? That's called a chair. Have several seats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's, I don't know if it's this thing that's like fed into women that one of my friends, two of my friends, Saltine and Biscuit. Let me tell you, there are so many stories.
Why are both of their nicknames based on really dry foods?
I don't know what biscuits you've been having, but I've been having wet biscuits. I'm kidding. No, biscuits are supposed to be a little more, moisture. They're supposed to have moisture in them. I mean, if you're sucking all the moisture out of the biscuit, I don't want your biscuit.
You still need something to drink with that biscuit.
Well, put a little butter on the biscuit. But Biscuit and Saltine, like just years and years of stories, they're never the victim, but they're always the victim. They're always the victim. The guy was not nice. Okay, I'm going to tell you a story about Biscuit.
I hope she's listening.
I hope so too. She used to listen. She hasn't said anything lately.
You don't shun her too much.
Well, no. I mean, I love her to death, but it's just one of those things where it's like, girl, it's been 15 plus years and you're still the victim.
Oh, gotcha.
Sit down. Saltine, same thing. Like you're always the victim. You do messed up crap, but you'll never take ownership of that. And so why would I want to call you every day?
Right. I don't want to hear the negativity.
You know what I mean? You've been the victim all week, whatever. But I think some of that is fed.
How so?
Well, like, I don't know. Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is that like passed on mother to daughter, or is it just I saw my mom do this and so I just assume this is how it is and this is how you behave?
Probably so, because men do the same, not victimhood thing, the same. If your dad was around, you see what your dad did, and we tend to soak up the male habits that we learned or we observed from a distance.
Makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is probably why we have two emotions: happy, or mad.
Yeah. And I think
we have a third one, kind of stoic, where we're just not doing anything.
I think that's called indifference.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
But I think that, okay, I'm glad you said that, because I think indifference came about because there had to be something other than anger and happy.
Because you might not be happy, but
indifference
is
not that bad. It's not the bad thing.
It's kind of chill.
It's kind of peaceful.
Yeah.
But I think because women get to go through all the range of emotions, indifference never comes to mind.
So it's too many choices.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we as men need to move and get a few choices.
We need to add
maybe 2 or 3 more, and women need to maybe take 2 or 3 away.
Some are very similar in their spectrum.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's different levels. There's different levels of things. But I mean, I think that I don't want to be like, it's not your fault, because I'd be promoting victimhood. But I do think that there's something to be said of breaking that cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just because, okay, here on the personal podcast, camera 1, my dad and me, we've come a long way.
Okay.
But when I was growing up, there's the house.
Okay.
And then 15 steps out of the house, there's a building.
Right. I've been in said building.
My dad pretty much lived in that building.
I wouldn't mind being in that, working out of that building. That thing's pretty cool.
It is nice.
Yeah.
But he was just always there. So when I was growing up, it was me, my sister, and my mom. And then I knew where my dad was.
You just didn't go in there.
We weren't, well, for a long time, we weren't allowed to go in there. You know, machines. We were young.
Oh, gotcha.
Anyway, and I think he had good intentions, but it was sort of like, well, I mean,
well, yeah, but like
if you stay out there and we're not allowed to come in there, we never see you. Do you know what I'm saying? So a lot of the times, the only time that I would see my dad was discipline
or to eat,
beatings. You know what I mean?
Or eat.
Yeah,
dinner time.
Beatings and eatings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Coincidentally, they rhyme.
Worked out when I say that can be in my City Girls verse. But I mean, you know, so we've come a long way, but we didn't really have a relationship in that way. But I think I'm not going to have kids. But I think for me, if I did have kids,
mm-hmm.
I would probably be more present, just because I would not want my kids to ever feel how I felt about my dad.
Right. That's why I'm not saying I'm father of the year by any means whatsoever.
He is.
No, sir. But there are some things that I talk shit on the microphone, obviously, but I'm much more lenient than my dad ever was because he was so strict.
Yeah.
And so I try to be firm, but I'm a pushover. It is what it is. All 3 of them little booger heads. But anyway.
It's been mentioned, I hear.
I'm just saying. Like,
roughly episode 36.
Yes, but yeah, I agree with you that, yeah, like I think that definitely. But how would that, but I don't know if women or moms do that with their, do you think?
Well, I think it sort of goes back, speaking of episode 36.
Wait, I don't even remember what episode.
That was the 4 of us.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
So, actually, this is the unreleased episode of the 4 of us. This is not 36. This is, what do you foster in your children?
Oh.
There's one that's never to be released, and there's one that got released.
The one that never to be released is probably, no. I think the one that released is the one that you did. That was dope. I got a lot of good feedback about it.
Word. I'm always about word. But it's that fostering. Mm-hmm. But I think as females, we sort of culturally are like, females have it down. They don't really, no offense. But
none of us do.
None of us do. But we say women do, even though it's like, it's really okay that you don't. Okay, let me tell you about the perfect movie. If you're out there, ladies, perfect movie to watch is Bad Mom. Bad Mom?
I know what you're talking about.
What's your face?
Is it Bad Mom's Club?
No.
I know what you're talking about. Bad Moms?
Maybe it's just Bad Moms.
Okay, yeah.
It's 70s show.
Which one?
The one that married Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, she used to be fine.
She was
she's not aging good. Mila Kunis. Mila Kunis.
I think she's pretty.
Nah, she kind of. Nah, he should have stayed with Demi, but Demi looked younger than she do.
Oh my God. Okay.
You don't think so?
I haven't seen Demi in a while.
Okay, last internet picture I seen of her. I don't know when the picture was taken.
Well,
but she's also had work.
So Mila Kunis and
isn't it the girl from Office?
Kristen Bell. I never saw The Office.
I saw pieces of it.
But Kristen Bell, who was Anna in Frozen.
The blonde or the brown? I know the cartoon.
Brown.
So she was the sister.
The one that didn't have magical powers.
No, I know the cartoon character. I'm trying to think. The actress, is she blonde?
Blonde.
Okay,
Kristen Bell.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's actually kind of funny.
Then this other lady that I've never, no offense to her, I've never seen her in anything. So maybe this was her breakout role. She is so funny. I couldn't believe how funny she was. Anyway, so it's the 3 of them. If you're out there, it is the perfect movie. Like, I genuinely believe if women could go you know what? I'm a bad mom. Fine.
I ain't got it.
I'll do something different. I think they'd be a lot happier.
Well, see, you got to remember though, there's obviously bad moms out there, just like there's bad dads out there. But it's not magnified like bad dads are magnified. It's just like Father's Day and Mother's Day. Nobody gives a shit about Father's Day. Father's Day is another year. You get a card. You might. Now, I will say I have had some great Father's Days, but on the medias of social, in the media wise or the way it's publicized, Father's Day is a regular ass day. For me, I have had some great Father's Day, and I appreciate that. Yeah. But I've seen even the cards cost less. Like if you want to go to the Dollar Tree and get you a $1 Mother's Day card, the Father's Day card is like 22 cents.
They're like, we're gonna have to lower the price.
You get 3 for 1. You can get one of your dad, your grandpa, and your baby daddy.
Oh no, not baby daddy.
I'm just saying, you get 4 for $1 on Father's Day. Yeah. You get 1 for $1 on Mother's Day.
Yeah. You get 4 for $4.
Yes,
it's a 4 for $4 deal on the Mother's Day.
I'm telling you, but on Father's Day, you get 4 for the price.
But I mean, I'm gonna start this topic. We do not have to dive into it, but I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Hopefully, go ahead.
It probably won't.
Okay.
Well, I was thinking about the whole Father's Day thing, and we've talked about the crack epidemic.
Yeah.
And all of those things. I think that's just another level where women now have to be so independent. Mm-hmm. Do you think it's also a dating thing?
What do you mean?
Well, okay. I'm glad you asked.
No, I'm dead serious.
Well, what I was thinking in my mind was, it may not make sense out loud, but here we go. I was thinking about the whole thing where you're like, I just assume this is where she wants to go. But I wonder if there's like, if women control sex and men control relationships,
right?
Women want the relationship.
Yeah, so and men want the sex.
So do you think that there's a women trying to get to the relationship? Maybe they're faking a few things. I don't mean like I don't mean that. I mean faking like, I like this. I really don't. Or sure, I'll go. And then when you're married, they're like, I got this ring. I ain't got to pretend anymore. And then men are like, oh, she changed. I don't think she changed. I think she just was a really good liar until you gave her the ring. Do you know what I'm saying?
Really good liar. Shame on you, sir.
But is that not part of the game? I mean, men are like, you're so beautiful. You really just want to have sex.
I mean, yeah.
In your mind, you're going, I'm really enjoying the boobies. Ma'am, could you take your boobies out? But out loud, you're having to play the game of,
well, it's not lying. You're so being beautiful. Strategic.
That's the same thing.
Not really.
Ma'am, camera one. Is that not the same thing?
No, you're being more, you're acquiescing to someone's preferences. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it.
You're lying.
No.
Sir, ma'am, ma'am, sir, you're lying. You
have to bend, though.
Here's the thing.
You don't acquiesce?
Men only.
What?
He said, let's go to a movie. Mm-hmm. And I went, okay.
Yeah, men and women like movies, but the movie at the theater is the deal breaker.
But here's my thing, though.
Okay.
I didn't care which movie we went to see.
See, you just wanted to be up under him.
No.
I didn't mean sexually. I meant like company, not see you nasty.
You were nasty.
That's an expression I want to be around somebody.
Like when he says, what movie do you want to watch? I genuinely don't care. At all? I don't have a movie preference. I don't care.
You don't even have a genre preference?
Nope. Really? I genuinely, it's either going to be a good movie or not. But I'm always honest. In the end, I'm like, I either liked it or I'm like, that was okay.
Okay, fair enough. See, I have my spectrum is weird. I'm going to cut you off politely.
Okay.
My spectrum of movies, derail. My spectrum of movies is weird. I like stupid shit like Napoleon Dynamite, and I will go watch some ghetto shit like Menace to Society.
Okay.
But those are polar opposite, maybe not polar opposite,
but you're opening yourself up to more movies.
Yeah.
If you're like, I only watch romantic comedies. Sorry.
I knew you was going to wait
Sorry,
for you to bring that up.
ladies.
I don't mind romantic comedy, but they're not. They're like at the very.
They're so dumb.
They're just kind of.
They're
it's a
so
standard
dumb.
formula.
I'm sorry, ladies. They're so dumb.
It's a standard formula. That's
They're
what annoys me
so
about
dumb.
it. It's very standardized. This is how that goes. You know what I mean?
They're so dumb. I need to stop saying that, but they're so dumb. Because A, they're not realistic.
No.
B,
Life don't
sorry,
work like
boo, your dick ain't fixing all my problems.
No.
As though they do in the romantic comedy. All she needs is a good plugging. No, that didn't fix anything.
Right. She might need some emotional support.
Right.
Not
she's
some penis.
trying to download her day. Beep boop.
Yes, not penis.
Right. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? But romantic comedy, that's all it ever is.
But okay, then the way we fix that, what if... But I mean, I still want to go to the movies. I wouldn't... Man, this is going to come out way past today's actual date. It's my 1 year lockversary, and that has nothing to do with anything. But I've had my locks for 1 year.
Oh, lock.
Yeah, sorry.
I thought you said log, and I was like, was it a poop that you just really enjoyed?
No, but we went to see Spider-Man.
Were you cutting wood?
Stupid. No, last night we went to see my squad, gang, went to go watch the new Spider-Man. Fire. But so that was cool.
I haven't seen it yet. I wasn't invited.
Well,
apparently
you don't live down
not,
the street.
I'm not part of the squad.
An hour away from my disco.
Did you catch that? I wasn't in the squad.
He lives an hour away. He ain't gonna drive down there. You had the party. You're gonna tell me about the party after this, but anyway. But
it was not a party.
It was regular.
And it was just like a potluck. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Y'all didn't play no cards. Y'all didn't shoot the shit. Y'all didn't have a beverage. Well, you don't drink, but all right. Back to my thing. Anyway, luckily,
camera one. I'm speaking to you through the camera.
Yes, it was, but no, it was a very collective. We was all hyped to go see it.
Okay,
so I guess
I'm sure it was good. I mean, I'm hyped.
Phenomenal.
Yeah,
like that's it, in whatever order you want to go. Infinity, Endgame, whatever you want. Avengers, Infinity War, and Avengers, Endgame, and then Spider-Man: No Way Home. Number 3. Third
I like
greatest
the first two.
MCU movie of all time. Just my opinion. Anyway, we too derailed. Let me come on back. The point I was trying to make was sometimes you can find a compromise in movie choices. But if you end up as a guy, you always taking your girl to the movies you assume she likes, you end up going, man, that motherfucker ain't fun worth a damn. We only do shit she likes.
Yeah.
But
okay, so real quick.
Yes, sir.
Get us back on topic.
Well, that was on topic about women. We assuming women not being fun.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm messing with you. Well, yeah, that assumption, asked out of you and me.
Yeah.
Assume.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Because I think the assumption would be bad. However,
okay.
The other Kevin Hart joke.
What's up?
Where you can't laugh when you answer the phone.
Hell no, you will not have fun without her.
Ladies.
You don't have to worry about that.
Ladies, can I talk to you just for a second? Queer to ladies. Let me tell you what's not sexy. When your man thinks that he can't have fun.
We can't have fun.
And answer the phone for your phone call.
Man, what? I have...
Ladies.
In my 37 years of living, I have absolutely ran to the bathroom where it was completely silent and I wasn't up to no good. I was having fun with my boys. I was like, I sprinted to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Close the door. Like, hey, shh. Sprint to the bathroom. Yeah. Close the door. Hey, babe. What y'all doing? Nothing. We just watching the game. You know what I'm saying? That shit boring than a motherfucker. Like, oh, okay, you gonna come home? So, nah, I'm saying it's boring, but I mean, ain't no need to leave,
Game ain't done yet. Yeah, gotta see that final score.
I got to make sure my football team wins, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got no name right now, so I'm just...
do you think women know that? Women, do you know
they know it now.
Well...
No?
Here's the thing.
I'm so glad I didn't take it, so I was about to.
Here's the thing. Mm-hmm. Ladies.
Let that man have fun.
I mean...
Can I go have fun?
Watch the game. I mean, you're not...
It's football. Or sports.
You're not... You're either... Here's your choices, ladies. Either you're going to continue to be the grouchy... I mean, let's be. I'm putting a word to what you're describing.
Okay.
The grouch.
Okay. Oscar.
I was going to say the same thing. Oscar the Grouch, or come along. and show like, hey, I'm just watching the game like anybody else.
But see, I will say this though.
Do you know what I mean? You're not in the way.
I have gone to watch football with not a bunch of young ladies, but over my 37 years of living, I have watched sports with females. You ain't finna get me buried. No, I'm just playing. But
2 weeks ago, there was what, 3? Yeah.
No, I don't want. I will say it is. Sometimes it is a little frustrating to watch a sporting event that I'm knowledgeable about, and have to like full-fledged explain it from. That is a pass. That is a jump shot. I'm not saying I've done that regularly, but there's been maybe twice in my whole life to have to do that. Yeah. And I just I just want to watch the game.
Yeah.
I don't really want to explain the game.
You're not tutoring.
No, I'm trying to have fun.
But do you think maybe that women are like, how is watching a game fun? Because I will say this.
Okay.
Ladies, here's where I agree with you.
What's up?
Watching sport.
Man, don't do that. Playing is better.
Oh my God.
But watching is also fun. You don't think so?
No, because I want to play.
Well, sir, unless you make it to the NFL, you don't get to play.
But here's the thing. Instead of going to this bar and watching this game, let's get a group together and play flag football.
You know how hard it is to get that many people together?
What I'm saying is, but if you start a group, it's sort of like pickleball. I'll just use pickleball as an example. They started with like 5 of them.
Oh, for
There
real?
was just 5 people at, I think it was started with the church. Don't quote me on that one. Sorry, camera 1. But there was like 5. There's now 100 and some odd members.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm one of them.
How long have they been doing it? Not how long have you been playing? How long have they?
I think they started like 2 or 3 years ago.
That's cool.
But I mean, what I'm saying is, it started with 5.
Man, I would pay to go play flag football with 10 dudes and we go crazy.
But I think if you, but see, here's the thing.
I can't get my friends to come out the house hardly once a week.
But see, here's what you got to do though. You've got to get the ladies. We need an audience. Let's all go out together. Let's go out and play some flag football and then maybe have a cookout afterwards.
That'd be dope.
Make it where the women have an incentive to come and cheer everybody on, whatever, so the guys will come and then you have the cookout. Like once you get that flow going, people are going to look forward to that.
I know you bullshitting, but I might actually try to do that.
I'm not bullshitting.
No, the information is useful. I'm saying you giving me shit, but I'm saying that's legit. I might try to do that for real.
Why not?
And if anybody else listening and wants to start a football flag football get together thing, I'm down. I will provide the grill,
basketball,
my grilling services. I'm not good at basketball. I'm athletic, but I'm not.
I mean, you could.
My jump shot is trash.
Just practice.
No,
you come out and practice.
No, my jump shot is trash.
This isn't the NBA.
I can jump. I can drive to the hole. My jump shot is trash. I will participate.
There's more than a jump shot.
I know. I just named off other things.
No,
I can rebound really well.
Okay, this
is my resume.
That's the majority of the game.
Oh yeah, when you're not top tier level, yeah. But anyway,
what I'm saying is 50% defense, 50% offense. But in offense and defense, you rebound. So that's 100% rebounding. Yeah. It's pretty much the foundation of the game. Dribbling and rebounding. Yeah. If you can do either of those, let's play a game.
Yeah, but you can't just run back and forth.
But if you do decide to do basketball, let me know.
I got you.
I'm not great at it. I haven't played in years.
At least you're tall.
But I know how to play.
Yeah.
But I mean, that would be something that you could do, because then you sort of get you get the involvement where you get to have fun with your friends, but also the women get to have a good time without it being.
They have to literally get on the field.
Neither person has to drag the other one out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I got to go out
That'd
here
be
and
a good medium.
Yeah.
But I mean, but you can do football, basketball, baseball, softball, whatever. I mean,
softball, you need a few more players, but I get what you're saying.
But you know what I mean. But I mean, once you get that going, see, the thing about that's the thing with pickleball. They play every day, but not everybody comes every day.
Right. I mean, you got to work.
But people look forward to the days that they get to come to pickleball. Do you know what I mean? And so once you have that buy-in where people are looking forward to it, that's when it sort of runs itself.
Yeah. Once you got kind of like a rotation of, give or take, hypothetically 20 people every day, give or take. They interchange. You might have up days. We have 50 people and down days. You might have only 10, but you're still having a good time.
Yeah. And you could do a cookout, or you could even do like a
potluck.
Well, I mean, cookouts mostly are potlucks, right? I mean, I guess
cookouts is like black folks potlucks.
Okay.
We do also have potlucks, but yeah.
I love a good potluck.
I like a good cookout. See, I want to have one before the winter season is over. I want to grill at least 2 times.
I already told you I'm not inviting you.
I come.
I'm not inviting you anymore because I'm starting to take it personal.
Well, you come down to us and I will grill.
I'm starting to take it personally.
Whatever.
My invitations keep getting turned down.
You only invited once, twice. In real life, not podcast life. I mean, twice on podcast life, more than twice in real life.
Oh, okay.
But so what do you okay, now I'm gonna spin the tables on you.
Okay.
What if men need to stop assuming what women like to do?
I mean, I feel like that's a given.
Yeah, but we don't say that though. We just go, hey, them bitches don't want to do none of the shit I want to do.
That's easier. That's easier than being
acquiesce?
vulnerable and ask.
Yeah.
I also think that people are scared of the answer they're going to get.
Because they might end up, I mean, you never know. You might ask a young lady, hey, what do you like to do on a date? And she just might like the shit that you like. But because you're so caught up
there's a chance that she may say something and
ballet.
Now you're like, crap.
Damn,
we have to go. We have to go now because I've asked you.
Yes. Shit, I got to go to the ballet now. You know what I mean?
You're like, well, screwed the pooch on that one, didn't I?
But even if it's not a what people would label a man thing, if you ask your girl and go, yo, what would you like, especially in the beginning of the relationship, that way you can start with knowing what she actually likes and vice versa. She actually knows what you like. If you start with, hey, what do you want to go do on a first date? Also,
ladies.
Okay.
You know, I'm the resident female voice until Friday. I also think you're going to have to ask more than once.
Yeah, because
you can't say, okay, great advice. Thanks, Nosey. And then ask once and they go, really? Well, and then you go, fuck it. I'm not asking anymore. Like, you're going to have to ask multiple times.
Yeah, I hate to say it now. This I will say. Women will change like the wind blows. Like, this week they may want to actually go see a sporting event, but for their team. Hypothetical.
What team?
Like if
like the team they're cheering.
Yeah, they act like everybody knows I'm a Washington football Redskins fan. But hypothetically, if I ask a girl, I go, hey, what do you want to go? And just for example, coincidentally, she wants to go watch a football game, but she don't like my team. It's not going to hurt it's not going to kill me to go watch her team. Because I've gone to professional games that are not my team. Because I enjoy the atmosphere as well as the actual game itself, whether it's my team or not. But
what is the atmosphere?
Man, the energy, you talking about for a football arena stadium?
Or any sporting event.
Well, I've only been to basketball, football, and baseball professionally. Man,
what's the atmosphere?
The energy. People are excited. Okay. It influences you to get excited. Okay. Which I'm already extra as hell anyway. But it is very infectious. As corny as that sounds.
Okay. No, I hear you. I've been to sporting events. Most recently was a couple of baseball games, work related. Mm-hmm. Over the past few years.
Well, if you're down, we can go to a Panthers game or a Falcons game.
Sure.
I'm serious. Because it's only like an hour away.
Sure.
Well, for me, it's like 20 minutes, but whatever. No, wait, we got to, It's 4 hours away. Wink, wink.
Because we're in Arkansas. I would probably go to, but the ones that I've been to, like most of the people there seem to be, like there's music they play.
Yeah.
In between things. Yeah. Because most of the seats you're not really seeing much anyway. You know what I mean? Like there's a certain
football. It has the stadium seating.
There's a certain,
no, I've never
there's a certain level where you're like, I'm just watching ants roll a ball. You know what I'm saying? Like
I've been up there. And I don't mind.
Well, but that would be hard. Nosebleed gets harder to be excited. Like you really have to be that type of person to continue to be excited.
Those people have the same level of energy. They just as broke as I am and they having a fucking ball. And then also you can also look up at the Jumbotron. So you're not limited to, I see ants.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's not Nosebleed is not as bad as people think it is. To me, it's not. I've had 10 rows back from the 50-yard line. I've had nosebleed. I've sat in all of the set for the most part, except for club level because I'm not spending thousands of dollars. But I've sat in general seating all from the nosebleed all the way to the bottom.
Okay.
And I've done the same for basketball as well. Yeah. Baseball, baseball
is a lot of music.
Yeah, because it's boring. But anyway, baseball ain't fun either. In person, it's better. On TV, that shit is dry. Because you only see one angle. You literally see the pitcher throw the ball. If he don't hit it, you just see the pitcher throw the ball. And if he don't hit it, you see the pitcher throw the ball. And that is all.
Ladies.
What?
I know you understand my look, ladies. Here, camera
I
one.
said it's boring.
Football's boring.
Bullshit.
Hike. Oh, he didn't make it. Sorry, boo.
You can run it. You can throw it. You can run a bootleg. You can run a player an option. You can do a swing pass. You can do. There's so many facets to football. Now, basketball, I can see if you said that. It's just shoot it back and forth.
If I was going to pick one, basketball would be the one I'd watch.
That's less. There's
like
less
hands down, basketball, tennis. Here's the thing. I'm a strategy person. I like the strategy sports. And I'm not saying that baseball and football aren't strategy sports. Shit. What I mean is, they're baseball, you're not like, I'm going to hit it right here in between these two. No. You're just hitting the ball.
Yeah, you're just
the goal is to hit the home run.
Yeah, but you're trying to at least bat 300.
Correct. You're trying to hit the ball. That's it.
Yeah, where it goes,
there's no real strategy involved in that. Football, the line, if you're offense, the defense line. I'm sorry. If you've got the ball
on football.
Hang on a second. If you, because I mixed up my words. Okay. I think so. If you have the ball,
you're on offense.
Your line is going. You can't get past me.
Yeah.
No Red Rover, send Mary over.
You stupid.
The defensive line,
right?
They're trying to get through the offensive line,
the people behind that line,
to land on the one with the ball.
Yeah.
Further away.
Yeah. Well, that's the trenches.
Strategy.
The trenches are not fun.
Well, the strategy, that's the main thing of football.
No, it ain't.
These two lines are fighting each other. Yeah. The offense is trying to give the quarterback as much time as they can to find somebody and throw it, or let those guys run and get in a good spot. Yeah. But there's some strategy involved in that, but essentially it's run and get open. Whereas basketball, in my mind, maybe I'm wrong, basketball, there's passes. You maneuver in different ways to try to get in closer to the goal, layups, pass. You know what I'm saying? There's some strategy in that.
Yeah.
Tennis, you're trying to hit it away from the person. Angles, it's geometry. There's something to it.
You know what? If you have free time on Sunday, don't worry about it because y'all don't know what Sunday I'm talking about because this ain't coming out today. But
we may have already gone by the time it's done.
I know, right? We can report back. But no, if you get a chance on a Sunday, come down to my undisclosed location and you come watch football with me. You can bring Olin, for real.
Okay.
And then
I wasn't going to come without him.
No, I didn't mean I didn't know if
actually he works this Sunday, so I'm not sure.
As in the Sunday that whatever this releases, or in real life?
Real life.
Oh, okay. Well, you can come down for real if you want.
I might.
You ain't coming.
Well, we're trying to figure out. Anyway, we're trying to figure out. We're trying to figure out a plan for the weekend.
So, for all we've been going for a minute.
We can talk about sports another time.
Yeah.
But going back to women though, I genuinely think there's a lot of factors.
Okay.
But I do think that women, I don't know, maybe they're not allowed to be fun. I'm trying to see if there's a perspective of that.
I think that's what it is. I think some of it is women have not saying that they need permission, like a slip, you can now be fun. You've been knighted.
Well, pause, wait. Real quick on that topic, because I don't want to forget to say this out loud. Based on permission, I've mentioned this a few times before, but when I was doing mentoring, sometimes that's all the person needed was for me to go,
the green light.
You have permission
to do X, Y,
to say, I'm not qualified to do this. You have permission to say, I have no idea what you just said.
I've tagged you in at work. Hey, bro, I don't know what the fuck they talking about. You got it.
But maybe it needs to be a permission slip. Not obviously not like.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean.
Do you think you need, we're being figuratively speaking, do you think a woman for the fun purposes needs a theoretical permission slip in the beginning of the relationship?
Anytime.
But once you've kind of gotten to, I would hope, once you've gotten into the habit of, babe, it's cool, enjoy, have fun. Do you think you can get into a habit of, oh, my man knows I'm fun. We've established our way of having fun.
Yeah.
Do you think men and women can kind of get away from the whole, it's okay to be fun? I'm already fun. You're fun, just in different ways? Or do you think that's a constant, like you said earlier, do you think you need the constant reminder or no?
I think it would be a reminder.
You think so?
Well, because I think that there is any time that I'm not saying like a daily reminder.
Right, yeah.
But I mean, I would say every so often, probably a gentle like, hey, don't forget you got that permission slip or whatever. You know, again, not that somebody needs permission, but sometimes just hearing that.
In a relationship, you need to know.
Helps.
Yeah. And then I think us as men, we probably need to quit assuming what women want to do for fun. Because you might, if you not you, but if the person shut the fuck up and ask, you just might find out that your girl likes the shit you like. Yeah. But because we've assumed she want to go to the ballet, she want to go get a pedicure, which I ain't mad at pedicures because I get pedicures. Yeah. But I'm just saying,
I think everybody should get pedicures.
Yeah, I call it self-care.
But it is. But I mean,
it's a relaxing thing.
I mean,
they rub
really
the salt stuff on your calves and all that ashy skin I be having on my ankles.
Look, my dad was like, no, that is not manly. It's his favorite thing.
Exactly. I was the same way.
It is his favorite
That's
thing.
just wonderful.
Oh, let me tell you, my mom, she'll miss weeks. My dad ain't missed a week.
I said the same shit. I first got out of boot camp.
Him and his friend.
And he's a guy too, ain't
Got to.
Exactly.
Said the same thing. And my dad was like, nope, you got to come with me at least one time. And they went, loved it. Every week. They ain't missed a week yet.
See? I just said the same stupid shit. I go like boot camp graduation weekend. Mind you, I had somebody's knocking on the door. No? Okay. So I said, no,
that maybe I hit the table. I might have hit the table. Because we've got a table. It's not the full body podcast today. I've got my table.
You feel relieved?
Yes. Look, I've had my hand on the table.
Comfortable. No, my dumb ass, fresh out of boot camp, we had the Friday you graduate boot camp, you get that weekend with your family, loved ones, blah, blah, blah. Then Monday you go on to where you're going to go.
It's like family weekend. Isn't it called like family weekend or something?
Graduation weekend. Same shit. Sure. So that weekend, Friday, I'm like, man, I've been marching in boots for 2 months. My feet looking, they look busted. I'm like, my feet hurt. Yeah. And they're all like, hey, let's go get a pedicure. I'm like, this shit's good. I ain't getting no pedicure. Yeah. Bullshit. I've been getting them shits every month. Pretty consistent. This year been kind of off because,
massages too. Gentlemen.
Self-care.
Let me stop saying ladies.
Fuck that. Get that pedicure, bro.
Yes. If you're out there and you're a man and women,
if you can afford it in your budget, get your pedicure.
Whoa. Budget for it.
That's what I'm saying. If you can afford it in your budget.
Not if you can afford it.
Incorporate it into your budget.
Budget for it.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. Include it in your budget.
I know that's hard.
Sorry, I meant the same thing.
But let me tell you.
Yeah.
$1 here, $1 there, put that in a little account.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you got the $20 to get you a
What's
pedi.
40 now?
Well, it depends on where you go.
Oh yeah.
And but you can get, I mean, even like the quote basic pedicure is still amazing.
I get the basic bitch pedicure. I don't need no clear polish, none of that shit. My shit $40. But
I did the clear polish one time. I can't do it on my hands, our job. Yeah. But I got it.
Point to it.
Well, I got it on my feet and then I put my socks on.
What the fuck?
And I went, well, that was it.
See, I don't like, as all the shoes I got, I don't like having shoes on. So you're going to see my feet in the house anyway. Or at least socks. I got my shoes off now. You know what I mean?
It wasn't even that. It was I put socks on to put my shoes on because we have to wear shoes. So I thought, why am I?
I
got this clear polish that only I know is there. I feel pretty. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's sort of like, I guess it could be like a little secret thing. Like I got that clear stuff on the nails.
You stupid. Let's get the fuck out of here. In conclusion, we have come to realize women are fun.
Can be.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Because I think some men think that they're fun because they're
doing in the muds.
Well, because they're doing what they like to do.
They don't make it fun.
I haven't finished.
Oh,
yes, correct. That was one of your sentences. You can finish that sentence because it was actually right.
It don't make you right.
But I mean, it's. I think that women can be fun. I think there is a permission. Not because a person needs permission from somebody, but just a reminder. Like, hey. Relax.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes there's some tense. Like I need to be the best mom ever. I need to do this. I need to do that. You know, if even women that aren't moms. Shout out to you, ladies. Can I just say really quickly?
Yes, sir.
Really quick aside. Congratulations, women who are not having children.
You think it sounds so bad?
Look, population control is real. Anyway,
stupid.
But even women, like, their job is stressful. I've got a house payment to make. You know, our sister pod. They've got houses to pay for, and it's just them. I feel you, girls.
Yeah.
It's just me.
That must
you know
be
what I mean?
Nice, though. Woo-wee.
Just me?
No, just you. No kids, no nothing.
I told you you'd kill your kids. If you ever,
I would not kill my babies.
If there was ever a purge, they're gone.
No, they ain't.
You hear me, girl? I'm looking at you. You can come to my house and hide. Daddy's coming.
He's stupid as hell. Oh Lord. No, but yeah, I think men need to realize that women can be just as fun.
Yeah.
But we got, again, not they need our permission, like a signature.
Right.
They just need to know.
Maybe reminders a better
There you
word.
go. They just remind your ladies.
Have fun for yourself, for your own, for your own feeling better.
Yeah, don't acquiesce to what I would think you want to do.
Yeah,
because you can find a balance. And man, maybe we need to find out what they like to do, sir.
Well, and ask.
Yes.
I mean, it really is a simple question. But I think you're going to have to ask it for a couple of times.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be days when there's never a day that I don't want to watch NFL. But there's days when certain things I like to do, and certain days I may still like to do it, but I may not want to do it at that time.
Yeah.
That I would consider fun. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
See, that
doesn't sound fun to me.
What?
Well, here's my thing. I can't wait for the day where Only and I live together, because we're gonna have a lot of fun. Because I think we're compatible in that way.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right. But I mean, I also think there's some compatibility. Like sometimes people just date and they're not compatible.
Yeah, you can only have sex. You know what? We ain't gonna go down that. We already
anyway. No. I'm not trying to stretch it out. I just mean, like, compatibility is also a factor to consider. Yeah. But I mean, there's no doubt in my mind we're going to be fine. Do you know what I mean? If it ends, I'd be devastated. But sometimes relationships end, whatever. But I mean, I feel like when you find that compatible person, like sometimes, this is just really quick aside, camera one, look at that face.
We'll be another.
It really is a great.
I ain't even got a picture shit.
It really is a quick aside, but it's one of those things where I truly have nothing negative to say about my first relationship, my first long relationship. But growing up, there were several of my parents. My parents are still together. Yeah. They were high school sweethearts. They're that rarity that actually like
made it.
Were compatible then and compatible now, which is hard. 40 plus years.
Yeah.
But anyway, a lot of their friends are in their second marriage, and they're so happy. They're so much fun with each other that you can tell that it's just this. It's like a completely different thing. And I'm not putting any pressure on you, only sorry, boo. But I mean, I feel that way. Not shitting on one, but I think because one, you just learn so much. Yeah. You can't fix it because you're learning and it's moving and it's ever evolving and you're. It's so easy to grow apart and not even realize you are, and then it's like, how do we get back to whatever? Yeah. But for some reason, their second marriages are going strong. It's like they're it's almost like I figured out
and you tweak it.
Well, I figured out why I liked number one. And here's the things that I know on top of that I want to have. And so when you see that person, you're more able to recognize that's your...
Yeah.
At least I hope Only feels that way about me, because I feel that way about him. But anyway, but that's all I was going to say is growing up, I always thought, it must be the second one. And turns out it might be. Not for everybody, but for some.
Okay.
But anyway, so women can be fun. Ladies. But I also think really quickly, I was going to say this about the women, I feel like you can never have too many get-togethers.
As women or people?
As people.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, you think about we joke about middle bro, little bro, and big bro. But you think if all four of you had a woman, there's four of you and that would be four women.
Yeah.
And then me and Only.
Yeah. We have some fire-ass get-togethers. Yeah.
So if we all got together once or twice a month, not only are we developing a group relationship, but you're also giving the opportunity for these four women to also build a bond together.
Exactly.
Do you know, which then in turn, it's like, we four want to watch a game. Well, we four want to go to the theater and watch a play.
Go watch ballet.
Or, or whatever. And then it becomes when you've had these two events,
you can also
come back. Well, you come back and how was the play? Tell me about the theater. Hey, how was the game? Who won? Ask. You know what I'm saying? That you could. The option becomes
you come back and become Voltron.
What was Optimus Prime?
That'll work too.
But anyway, that's what I was going to say there's a thing with, we often say it takes a village when it comes to kids and raising kids, which is 100% true.
Okay.
But I think it takes a village for a marriage. I think it takes a village for a relationship. I think it takes a village for a friendship.
Or humanity. Ooh.
You're so deep. Baby pool deep.
I swim in the shallow end.
Anyway, ladies, I hope this was good.
They gonna turn this shit off in the first 20 minutes.
I think this was better than the first one, though.
You think so?
I think so.
I think it was different.
It was different, for sure.
From what I remember,
we came to the same conclusion, I believe.
Yeah,
but I think we were better this time.
All right, well, give them all the drops and shit.
Come and see us, Camera One, on YouTube. Nosey with good intentions.
What does Gabby always say? Like, comment, subscribe, continue.
Yes.
That'll be my part at the ending from now on.
Perfect. Instagram,
yes,
Nosey with good intentions.
I imitated you too.
Say what?
I imitated you.
What did you say?
My guest appearance. You'll hear it at some point because this ain't coming out till tomorrow.
Okay.
Wink, wink.
Sometime in the future. Oh God. Okay. YouTube, Instagram.
Twitters.
I like to say Twitter for the end. Nosey good.
TikToks.
TikTok where the thirst traps are. Nosey with good intentions. Twitter, Nosey good. Hit you with the left. But yeah, it's all free. Come see us. Come see us.
If you get bored listening to our masochists or whatever,
email us.
Oh yeah.
Most importantly, we want to hear from you guys. As I'm looking at you, Camera One, we want to hear from you. Like, what do you like to talk about?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I don't really care. But I care.
Well,
I care.
Here's the thing.
I want to hear it.
If you have I want to hear it because I want to know. Ladies, and gentlemen, and everybody in between. But we also have that audio file if you want to talk instead of type. I think that's all of them, right?
I think so.
They're going to scroll up on the screen, probably right now, blocking my time to shine.
And we have a sister pod.
Sister pod.
There you go.
Sister pod. We're going to see how long it lasts. I mean,
he might be petty with good intentions. Yes, you are. Absolutely.
I think, but that's fine.
I know.
Petty can be fun.
Thank you for listening to our nosy nonsense.
See you next time.